Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Carpetania Campaign. Last time we secured a foothold in two new regions, Terra Canissus and Galicia. I think that's how you say it. Galicia, yeah, that's right. And the reward for this stretchy expansion is we have got ourselves a five-fold army situation. We've got the armies of the five regions, making it seem, at least on the surface, that we represent Iberia. In practice, we're actually quite a monstrous aggressor, and I'm sure the Iberians don't particularly like me, but that is the situation we're in. Speaking of being a monstrous aggressor, it's time for Tithia to die. Now, Tithia remains allied with Laconia and in a defensive league with Baetia, and this is not going to stop me. I've got my army gathered up here in Completum, suffering from a very severe, actually 5% attrition, given how well over the weight limit we actually are. We got to remember that here in Iberia, the terrain isn't particularly well developed. Even later on in the game, we may have trouble with this. So having large armies roaming around will have to be something we are quite thoughtful with. And in this case, the whole plan is to march in with just brute strength straight into Sigonia, hopefully running into Tithia's armies on the way there, or once we reach Sigonia, or rather Sigontia, as our allies filter in behind us, our allies, of course, being Vacaea and Tapolia. So we'll see if they get involved. Either way, we're going to launch this war now. Make sure that I'm recording. I'm always worried about that, but I've yet to not be recording when I think that I am. Let's declare the war. Take Celtiberia Centralis. Call in the folks. Let's go. After double checking that we're good on this. Yes, okay. That would be unfortunate to have not have the maintenance ready to go, but that is fine. The Celtiberian local powers of Tithia, Laconia, and Baetia have all rallied together to defend in this war. Okay. Let's go. So we're just going to march. Actually, hold on. I think I have one of you. I actually don't have any of you set up correctly yet, so let me do that right now. Just get this done, just to be thorough. And I'll go back later and pick the right person to be the leader of the group. I'm just trying to pick and every time I do this, I'm trying to pick essentially a relative even split of tactics. I think that if you have multiple different tactics in your sort of army stack, that can help even out any weaknesses tactically. So grab a mixture of everything. Skirmishing. I don't have any shock action active at the moment. Let's... Oh, we gotta put you on bottleneck, though. Yeah. Development. Okay. They've all got their tactics now. Except you. You need to be on skirmishing. And who is going to be my best leader here? Let's see. 5, 6, 6, 6, 6. I do not have my 8 martial character. No, he is still here. His martial's diminished. What's the issue? Not entirely sure. I think Beoesis was my high martial character. So I don't have my 8 martial character around anymore, which is a bit of an issue. No, he is still here. He just doesn't have a command for some reason. Why are you not commanding anybody? Yeah, Mandu Brakis is the 8 martial character. Not entirely sure what the issue here is, but we just got to roll with a slightly worse general. Our overwhelming numbers should prevent this from being a serious issue. Let's assign... we got heavy infantry now as well, actually. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty good. None of these forces are that much larger than the others, so let's assign this one to be our... Actually, that's the worst. I don't think it matters. Let's assign this force as the leader, and everybody else will attach to that force for now. The reason I do this, instead of just moving the army as a group, is because the separate cavalry armies will move faster if they're not attached. So if I just give a movement order, the cav will always arrive first, which will usually probably be fine, but if I'm intending to have the force fight together, I don't really want the cav to run ahead out of my control. If I want them to run ahead, I'll order them to run ahead. So that's why I take all the effort to do all that every time I gather up my forces. This is a tribal army specific problem. Once I am past the tribal stage, I won't really need to worry about these separate tribal armies that are all, individually controlled. Okay, let's go ahead and resume things here. Make sure this all looks fine. Yep. Did I not change my law yet? No, I'll do that probably next time I have enough influence. Also, I should note, I did forget to do the War Council. I said in the first episode that I'd do it, and then I promptly forgot about it. Sorry about that. I think what I'll do is, at 65, I'll just start the cooldown. Doesn't need to be on the 10-digit cooldown specifically, so it is what it is. I haven't really needed any claims yet. I've been pretty thoughtful with my political influence management, so not a huge hindrance, but it is something that I should have remembered to do, as I promised. Oh well. It is what it is. Now, as I said last episode, I probably could have kept... There we go. This is exactly the thing I want. I would much rather take out this 2,000 stack force just for essentially strategic options for myself later on. I can split my army up and avoid the serious attrition we're going to be taking at that size, especially sieging. All right, let's see how this goes. Not the best rolls at the start, but we'll be fine. We'll just take some extra casualties. Yeah, this is a pretty bad trade for this kind of fight. We were crossing a river, to be fair, so we did take a pretty bad terrain disadvantage, but with my numbers, I figure this is probably not a huge deal. Given that we have very little manpower in reserve, we're going to have to rely on our starting troop number quite a lot, which means we need to save them from the attrition that they're going to be suffering from. Now, yeah, the supply limit in this tile is 17. We're at 24 with all these forces together. Let's reorganize this whole group. So, first levy of Baetica. All right. Actually, let me do it like this. Who do I want to send away? Well, keeping in mind that the other two nations will have their armies around here somewhere, I think what I'll do is I'll leave a force behind to siege this down, and I think I'll just need a 2,000 stack to siege. So let's leave 2,000 here. Maybe 2,500. I think we should probably leave... let's see here. You detach, and then where's my damaged group of infantry? You detach. Everybody else follow the first levy out of here. Yeah. So this is going to leave a force. It's a little hard to see because of the stuff in the way. That's about 2,315, something like that. So around 2,300. This puts us over the 2,000, but not so close to it or at it, so that attrition will put us below 2,000. All right, the rest of the squad, 7.3k should be enough to take on 4,000. We're going to work our way over to... let's see here. We're going to Lagny first, and then we'll see what we're dealing with. I need to start working... Also, we should note that this is a level 2 fort over here in Sageda, so let's keep in mind that that is the case. All right. So far, so good. Etruria wants some stone. Sure, I'll trade with Etruria. Actually, not sure why I always say that, because I wouldn't not trade with somebody unless there was a really specific reason not to. Okay, here comes 1,000. We can catch them separated like this, because even all put together, they're a danger to me. Or they're not a danger to me, but on their own, they are going to be easier to take on. So let's try and catch them in Lagny if we can. We have to be aware of this river here. This will definitely play a role in combat up here if it comes to it. Just want to catch them in Lagny, though. I will catch them, but I will cross the river. This doesn't seem like it'd be a river crossing attack. I don't know about this one. I guess the river technically does touch both of these tiles, but visually it's clearly not in between the tiles. I guess we could be attacking right here because Beoesis is just the worst commander in the universe, but 74 versus 15, this should be a clean victory. Even with the river crossing. I'm just annoyed that the river crossing... Although this may also be wrong. These icons are sometimes just incorrect, so got to keep that in mind as a possibility. We shall see. Here comes Topolia, by the way, coming in to help. I've been pretty glad with Topolia's participation so far. They have not disappointed. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that's a river crossing right there. Didn't matter. We got the stack wipe. That's what I was looking for there. Oh, yikes. Here comes a bad fight. What's our ETA? 14th of September? We might arrive as they're losing, but that shouldn't cause our troops to suffer huge casualties. Their troops will be devastated. but we would be able to get a defense across the river plains battle because it's our fort. Or do I go for this 500 and try and cut them off? I don't want to take lots of war score losses from my ally losing their whole army, so let's go save them. Yeah. Or they just won't get involved at all. I'll take this fight, absolutely. So now this is just a straight-up defense, where this is actually a better fight than the one that I was just walking into. So pretty pleased with that. I'll also tell my allies that this force here will accept attachment in case they want to send anyone over, just for safety purposes. This is a slightly, this is definitely a slightly exposed and vulnerable siege force down here. All right, fortress is under siege. That's fine. This is wrong. Yeah, there we go. That's a more accurate. Oh, come on. Are you serious? You're going that fast? Are you serious? Okay. Well, let's see if you change your mind. I guess they won't. All right, we'll take this fight then. Actually, no. Hold on. This is a river crossing fight. Ah, shoot. All right, fine. Let's go like this. We'll catch them somewhere. I just don't want to cross the river and take another 100 casualties unnecessarily. Yeah, we're going to scare them over the river. That is good. Once they're locked in, we'll catch them up here. Oh yeah, this is a river crossing too, of course. I literally just commented how the river is all... The river extends everywhere. This is a fourth dimensional river. Every place in the entire province of Celtiberia Centralis is within the reach of the Great River. All right. Yeah, which river is this even? I guess this is the River Durius. All right. Well, I won't take a river fight now that I didn't take a river fight. So what we're going to do is just get away from this crazy river and try and catch him up here. I guess we got to go like this because of the fort, though. That is irritating. I'll just go to the fort. I'd actually rather take a... Well, would I rather take a hill fight than a fort, than a river fight? Winning siege. I think I'll go here because I think Wakea will catch me here and support too. So we'll just catch them there. That should be fine. We'll see what happens. If Wakea comes in, that will also reduce my casualties, so that will be fine. 9th of October. Also, 1st of October, let's check our economy. Things are looking fine given that it's wartime. Anything to really note around here? Hold on. We've got our colonies up just fine. Are we still doing colonial occupation? Colonial ventures, I mean. Yeah, 4 of 64. Okay. Oh, sorry. Things I think are looking just fine at the moment. Loyalty is under control. Yeah, nothing to really report on here. Alright, let's do this fight. Oh, I guess Wakea is not going to get involved? I guess they will. They're a little indecisive about this. Yeah, that probably cost me a little bit. Although these are actually okay casualties. The bigger issue from the river crossing is we just do less damage, so we rob it of a stack wipe. That might have happened there. Alright, let's go catch these guys down here. I think these guys got defeated by something. Did I just see a river crossing icon from that? Is this going to count as crossing the river when this doesn't touch the river? Oh my god, this river is so powerful. Oh man. I should have known that I was... This river is just game-changing. Alright, let's try and catch these guys. Granaries raided. We received word that local officials from the province of Tridulia Orientalis in my south had that several important food... my reading comprehension today is just not great. We have received word from local officials in the province of Tridulia Orientalis that several important provincial food stockpiles have been looted by malcontents owing to the contempt for the government across the area. All right, this is the Granaries raided event that I do tend to like. So Orientalis is going to be this one over here. This gives us a chance to boost up provincial loyalty, which this place definitely... Did this change? Why did this change? I thought that I had set that at local autonomy. I think I changed the governor and it changed this. I need to fix that. That's going to be an issue. So this gives us a chance to get ourselves some loyalty from the province through certain of these options, basically any of the top 3. So we're going to pick one of these top 3. 2,000 manpower, no. Gold from And loyalty from the governor. Yeah. That is the person. It doesn't say her name when I hover over her for some reason, but that is the, yeah, that is the right person. Oh yeah, this is my daughter that I put in place. That's right, that's right. I could get loyalty from her. What's the difference between these two? I pay money, or she pays money and she loses loyalty. Her loyalty seems pretty secure, so I'll have her pay it, honestly. This will boost up the loyalty of the province as well. So Seneca can cover the costs. Nice. All right, once I get 11 influence, I'm going to fix that, because she switched the policy to something that is not as great right now. Carthage wants earthenware. All right. Come on, just want to see one big fight here. Let's see it. Oh, maybe we'll catch him. AI is very slippery though, so I fully expect them to slip away somehow. Are we still suffering attrition, by the way? Ooh, kinda we are. Oh, what? Ugh, the game just lies to me. All right, we are going to, let's see here. I think we're going to split this army further because I'm suffering attrition as I walk around, which, again, we don't really have the manpower prepared to recover that attrition. So let's go ahead and split this army again. What's going to make the most sense here? We have a very weird combination. Oh, I can click this to have this come over. That's pretty nice. All right. Let's attach you and deselect you, deselect you, select you, detach. Hold on, I can do this again. You're the one that's attached. All right. Deselect you and deselect you. The rest of you head. Hold on. Who's the leader? First levy of Baetica. Right. Okay. Let me just start over. Attach. Attach. This is just so awkward. All right. Let me do this again. So deselect you, you, and you. The rest of you go this direction, and then you four. All right. So we're gonna have the first levy with the heavy infantry lead this group. The rest of you follow them. There we go. Now you four, we're gonna have your heavy infantry squad with, I guess, Perpusa leading. That's fine, whatever. You lead the way. The rest of you follow him. There we go. Now we've got ourselves... Basically, I have to sort of makeshift actual armies out of my army, my tribal levy groups. First levy of Baetica, and then this one is the first levy of Terrakinesis. Alright. Alright, you are going to head towards Sageda, and then you are going to head towards Saldui, and just try and set up there. Now I know... This is an issue, though, because I can't... Oh, hold on, wait. Oh, it didn't... It sent them this direction again. Okay, hold on. You know what, I'm actually going to send a smaller force up to Saldui, because I only need 2,000 to siege this. I need 4,000 to siege this. So let's send a smaller siege force up that direction. Alright. New plan. This is just so awkward. Ugh. Alright, we're going to send you, detach, and you go there. And we're also going to send 500 of you just for some more infantry. Alright, there we go. Cleared that up. Was that a breach that I got? It was a breach. Okay. Do I want to do a assault here? Probably not. Although with the allies here, I'm a little tempted to. getting this fort under my control would be good timing, because then these forces can come reinforce the siege at Sagita. I'm not super scared about being dislodged with a 5,000 stack, but it is possible to take some serious damage from attempts at that, and I can't count on my allies to reinforce me consistently. The thing, too, is I'm just about to reach probably 0 manpower, and I may as well use up the... Again, I talked about this in the Carpetania campaign. The starting manpower of your armies, when you raise them, that essentially, whenever you re-raise your army, it just is kind of generated out of thin air. Your manpower number doesn't play into that at all. Every time you re-raise your levy, it gets its default number for free, and then this manpower is just to heal it after that. So we can actually be pretty flippant now that we are definitely on the winning position. So I think with that in mind, I will go ahead and go for an assault. Or I would if I was in charge. Now I'm in charge. Glad I caught that, actually. Let's order the assaults. I gotta keep an eye on that, actually, with my sieges. And see how this turns out. Looks pretty good so far. Of course, they were sending more people over. Could have waited, but it's fine. Siege is 1. It went to me. That's what matters. Alright, you are going to head towards Sagita as well. And given that they are heading over, I may actually send some more people from this force northward. I'll send this other 500 northward as well. Attach. You... actually, no, you just continue along, because you're already locked in. That is fine. Okay. In we come. Oh yeah, because we have a battle here too, so we want to make sure we're... All of you head that direction together, please. Yeah, there we go. And we'll gather them up a bit later on. Keeps the enemy there. That's fine. Should be a pretty clean fight. That's what I call a clean fight. Nice one. This is a pretty good moment for a stack wipe. Is there a terrain penalty? Is this hills? What is this? Oh, yeah, this is hills. Okay, that's fine. This is great too, because if I get everybody set up over here, if there's a breach at Sagita, that could really speed it up, just because it's a level 2 fort. So you head here, and you meet them there. Let's try and snipe this 500 force. Move over here. We got 11 now. Come down here, tell you to knock it off. Let them be autonomous, please. Alright, this is almost under control. This is an important spot to have remain loyal, because this will be our first chance to start culturally assimilating everybody to be Carpetanian in a place that is druidic still. And it is not of the right culture group, but it is druidic, so that is good. Yeah, it's definitely... Gonna need to do some work on this place, but we need to get this place switched over to cultural assimilation policy sooner rather than later, ideally. Alright. Once everybody's here, we'll get that force. Prakusa can be counted upon as a man with the ability to always make a fair judgment. When arbitration is required, Prakusa is always the first port of call. Interesting. Gains just. What does that do? I think I remember what it does. Extra finesse, that's pretty good for his governor purposes. Civ change is great, and stab change is great. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a pretty good thing to get. What are you getting here? 1st of December. Alright, you lead the way, and then you two attach. We'll wait for this to finish sieging, may as well. Alright, now you head up there. Now here's the important thing. Who's leading the siege? We need more... Okay, we have more coming in, so we're going to be able to assume control of the siege. I'm going to pay much more attention to that, because I think that's been the thing I've been not keeping track of, is the assuming of control. Alright, assume control. We're in charge of the siege now. Don't even think about it. So I guess in the past, my allies have been assuming control of the sieges. I don't think every situation that it's happened is a situation that should have been allowed to happen, but then again, the AI definitely doesn't follow the game's combat rules consistently. Okay, this is a little dicey, but this is just a plains defense, so this should be okay. I probably wouldn't take this fight if this was a river crossing or hills tile, but 25 versus 10. It should be okay. And we've got Beoesis in the stack to at least be a 6 martial character. So the game thinks it's going to go fine. So we will see what happens up here. Yep, that's okay. As expected, our manpower is basically gone. We also stack whip them. That's pretty good. All right, we've got the war under control. Now it's just a matter of waiting for these sieges to finish up. And then we'll have to take a long time to recover our manpower after this fight. We're not going to be in position to fight the Tagus League anytime soon, but that's okay. I didn't expect that we would be. Bountiful harvest. Hey. Word has arrived that this year's harvests were exceptionally good in the territory of Fornakis, which is our... Fornakis. No, that's not that one. Where's Fornakis? It's over here. Okay. Whilst the merchants may be holding their heads in their hands, the people... Oh, still going. The people rejoice at the plummeting price of bread. Ooh, okay. I think 3 stability is better than 30 gold, but I'm not really gaining lots of gold right now. I might enslave the nobles from these 3 locations to get some extra gold. But, I mean, 3 stability is definitely more valuable, but I'm wondering right now what I need more of. My stability is just really fine right now. I think in this situation, 30 gold is actually probably something I need more, just because stability is really in the clear at the moment, and it's trending upward as well. So let's go ahead and perhaps limit the drop in price. All right, get some extra gold. These guys have a navy. Hey, look at that. That is neat. All right. Status quo. Yeah, we're in the clear now. And because I want to get all 3 of these locations, I will do these sieges. Yeah, this will get me most of the Celtiberia Septentrionalis province. We just need a little bit of Boletia as well. Keep an eye open for breaches. At this point, a siege assault would be basically free because I'm gonna, you know, my manpower is already at 0, so, and it's probably going to be basically at 0 for the entire rest of the war because of just siege attrition. So that is a situation that we're in. These guys are also slightly over the attrition or over the supply limit, but because we are at 0 manpower, there's no reason to really worry about that. So yeah. Doing good so far in the early game. I guess I don't really know what the limit between the early and mid game is for a campaign like this. I'm kind of acting like a mid game nation at this point, but I don't feel secure enough to sort of think of myself as being in the mid game. The early game scramble kind of feels like it's ongoing. All right, getting some good siege events as well. Always lovely. I really want to start trying to build a city in Toletum, though. That's kind of what I'm thinking about gold-wise. I think I'll save my political influence until I get this. And since I have the claims for the Tagus War already set up, there's no need to spend PI on that. So that should be fine. Eyes peeled for breaches. So far, nothing. Supply shortage. Now, I should note, while we're just kind of waiting around, the Form Greater Iberia mission, I haven't really been focused at all on getting any of the specific locations needed for this mission, just because they're all over the place. I'm not going to try and rush for these specific spots, especially because I need to dislodge Carthage in order to click the button. So by the time I'm ready to do that, I'll already control most of Iberia. And by the way, this does not actually give me claims on Iberia, I don't think. It doesn't say that it does at the very least. Maybe it says it at the very bottom where the UI cuts it off. Oh, we got the siege at Saludai concluded. Very good. We'll just, oh, let's go grab this really quick. Oh wait, no, that's not the right. That's not in the nation. We'll just chill here for a bit. Oh, Wakea took it. Stupid Wakea. Did I not assume control of that siege? I thought that I had control of that siege. Alright, well, Wakea will surely give it to me. I can't believe this continues to be a problem. Let's keep an eye on this one very closely. Now my armies are out of food, too. Alright, Wakea, you have no reason at all to want to claim that. Just give it to me, and then we'll all be cool. Wouldn't you prefer that, Wakea? Alright. Swear to God, Wakea. It's really getting on my nerves. Really? Okay. Well, I think Wakea is going to go save me, so that should be totally fine. Don't anticipate any problems from that. So, yeah. Alright, come on, 35%, let's see it. Nope, water shortage. Come on, Wakea, don't make me go fight these guys. Just give me this land. You have no reason at all to claim this land. It's not even in your region. Just hand it over. Stop playing around. And some stone. Yep, that's fine. Deseta Teutamala. A female druid coming from the outskirts of Malia, or I guess Maia, has recently become a hot topic in Toiletum, supposedly going against all kinds of traditions. Our high priest seems to have taken a particular dislike to the girl, often and viciously mocking her person and ways around court. Some suggest removing the girl quietly, whereas others would like to give her more space to show her ideas and affect our religion. Maybe we could both get rid of our high priest and become more favorable among the girl's followers at once. So she would be pretty bad as a high priest. Actually kind of a good martial character, though. I think I'm going to just banish her and keep my super good high priest. He's also pretty young as well, so that's pretty good, too. Get the woman out of our lands. Get out of here. Exile. Let's skedaddle. Good status quo over there. Alright, Wakea. I have a job for you, and that's to give me occupation of this land. That's mine by me saying so. Not really by right, but that should be enough for you. Let's come over to Oculus just to menace this 2000 force. It may scare them away. I've seen it happen before, so it's possible. I know that it's possible. I think Wakea's usefulness to me is definitely wearing thin. It's just caused more headaches than anything else, and I have a large enough army at this point that I don't think Wakea is particularly helpful. Alright, Wakea. Come on. Hand it over, Wakea. I'm going to be so gratified to finally turn on you and punish you for all of your completely unjustifiable land grabbing. Something that, of course, I am not associated with at all. This is very much a he who cast the first stone type situation, of course. I'm just going to wait for you, Wakea. You're going to make me take this fight, won't you? Yeah, they're going to get over 0%, then I have to take the fight. And it's gonna be frustrating, Wakea. You're gonna make me lose guys that I guess I don't really care about because my manpower is already tapped out. But Wakea, the principle of it is an issue. Yep, here we go. Gotta take this fight now, Wakea. I mean, it's a defensive fight over the river, so it's not that bad, but this is a fight I didn't need to take because of you, because you're doing this to me. No reason to attack. Yep, that's fine. Alright, chase him down. Alright, Wakea. Just hand it over. What are you doing? Literally no reason for you to maintain this. I'm just going to stand here and wait. There's nothing else I can do. I want this land in the peace deal. It's as simple as that. And I can't even subjugate the location because it'd be subjugated to Wakea. Oh, come on, Wakea. Just stop it. Just stop it. Give me the territory. How about if my guys leave? Will that entice you to do it? I mean, the nice thing is, aside from just war exhaustion, I'm fine to just stand around here. I'm not really making that much money anyways, so I'm not losing that much from this, but this is definitely an annoying and nonsensical issue that keeps happening in this campaign. Maybe the tribal AI is just extra, extra bothered by that, but I don't understand what the holdup is, Wakea. Wakea, let me tell you something about continuous land. You see where your land is? It's over here. You see where my land is? It's over here. I'm literally between these two locations. And yet you think that this belongs to you and not to me? My claim to it, fairly, is as baseless as yours. But I was the one who organized this war, who's keeping you around as my ally, which is just saving you from being destroyed by me. Absolute just buffoonery. Let's get some national tax. That's pretty good. I'll give you a little bit further, Wakea, and then I'm gonna make some calls that you're not gonna appreciate, Wakea. It's just so annoying to have to deal with this. Give it one more month, and then I'll just end the war, because I can't delay this long. Just waiting for Wakea. This is the last straw, though. I'm ending my alliance with Wakea after this war. I just can't deal with this anymore. There's no reason that you should maintain this occupation when I'm the war leader, it borders my land. I'm gonna try one thing that might change their AI. I'm going to transfer occupation of this one spot to Wakea, so that they may, I don't know. I'm trying anything I can think of to change this situation right now. Let's wait one more month, and we'll see if they get with the picture. They probably won't. First of August, if they get it together, then we can end the war on with the right peace deal. But it seems like they're not going to. Come on, Wakea, this is your chance. Oh, all right. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take this. And as for these guys, yeah, I can't do anything with them, Lasonia. I think I'm just going to leave them there. I could give it to Wakea, and then when I fight Wakea, which will be, I hope, soon, I could just take it from Wakea. And this would split Wakea in a kind of a weird way. There might be some advantage to that. I think I'd rather do that than having to get a claim on these guys or fight them indirectly through some other way, because this is now going to be splitting a province I'm entering, which was what I wanted to avoid, honestly. So, but the issue is that means actually giving it to Wakea, which feels so against... I'm just against that on principle so much. I think this is going to be a case where I give it to Wakea with the idea that this is essentially kind of a Trojan horse maneuver. This will weaken Wakea by splitting them in this weird way and giving me the chance to get more war score on them when I fight them next. So we're going to give this to Wakea. They're going to think that I'm rewarding them for being my ally. Plus, I think this probably does have less of a war score cost. Actually, no. This has the same war score cost to me. So, unless that's not to just me, that this is split between everybody. Not entirely sure if it's... Well, the thing, though, is... No, we'll do it like this. We'll give it to Wakea. Is there anything I can do to this land before giving it to them? No, I can't do anything with the buildings. I'll give it to Wakea because I can get it from them more easily than if I attacked Lasonia again. I don't really want to get a claim on that and all that stuff, so let's do it like this. Yeah, we'll give it to Wakea. And then when we fight Wakea later, we'll get the land from them. Well, that being said, they're going to have the fort there, though. Let's just leave it alone. I don't want the extra aggressive expansion. We can deal with them later. This is just a little tribe. And this may open up some other chance to attack someone else without calling in their allies or league by attacking Lasonia directly. So this gives us more opportunities. We're going to try and look at this positively. Wakea has, prevented me from getting the full annexation I was hoping for. I wanted to get another round of nobles to sell into slavery, but Wakea has done the evil thing of holding back my slave trading ways, but they will get their comeuppance in the future. Lasonia will remain as a lure for us to get some sort of good war with the right targets in the future. So let's go for it. All right, we're going to imprison the leaders of these two nations. Click all this stuff. Oh, I clicked through the surrender announcement. We know what we got. Not Lasonia is the main thing that we know that we got. Okay, let's go ahead and lower our armies. I ended up spending way longer on that war than I was expecting, but at the end of the day, our manpower was capped out, and we weren't really going to earn... We basically didn't lose that many resources. We just lost time sitting around waiting for Wicca. But the big takeaway of that whole experience is that I can't trust my allies to act in good faith ever again. So from now on, we're going to be dissolving our alliance with Wicca. You have broken my heart by being a normal, reasonable ally. How dare you? And my ally with Topolia will remain for the sole reason that Topolia is going to be an extremely strategically helpful ally for the Tagus War. I guess I could break my alliance with them. I think I'll maintain it with Topolia because their position for this war is so important. And I may pick up a different ally in the future, but for now, we'll keep one slot open. Or I could actually switch my stance, honestly. I don't know if I'll need 2 allies that much going forward. 1 ally for strategic purposes might be fine. But then again, I'm wanting to save up for the city. Let's see what we get from the slave trading here. And if we get enough to... I mean, we probably won't get enough, though, because we're a tribe still. This is still 350. Yeah, it's not likely, but we'll see what we got here. So we're going to release you because you're a kid. Let's see. Sell you. Sell you. We'll release you. Release you. Sell you. Sell you. Release you. Release you because you're a kid. Nah. I think 10 gold is the good floor to keep here. Alright, release you. Release you. Sell you. Release you. 9.5 is fine. Release you. Release you. And then sell you. Alright, we're at 257. I don't think we're going to hit 350. If I'd been selling all of them, I might be able to do it, but I don't want to get that much tyranny. It's not worth it for less than 10 gold, I think. I guess, that being said, I probably should have just sold all of them. I'm making mistakes today, folks. This is a serious issue. Not really that much. So we got a fort down here. I think this fort, it does actually have coverage with Voluka, which is quite a nice coincidence. It also has coverage with Miakum. It is in the plains, but it's also not a bad city spot, honestly. It's a plains, it's on the river. This is the river Tagus, stretching all the way up here. So it is a riverside spot. I think this might be a city in the future. Sagontia. Who lives here? This is Celtiberian. So we can't found a colony here. I already got our Celtiberian colony. But I will keep the fort in Sagontia. This is also a great spot for a fort for my future wars against the crowded Iberian cluster over here in the north of Contestania. So we gotta keep that in mind. Over here, in terms of buildings, we have got ourselves a slave estate. We'll leave that there. Tribal settlement here. I think I will probably destroy this. Actually, destroying buildings might get me up enough to get access to. Also, we got a farming zone. I may have built that there. I actually don't remember if that was there before. I think that was there before. Honestly, the slave estate, I think I'd rather have the money right now. I think I might be able to get to 350. But then I also need a huge amount of political influence. So, yeah, 87. I'm so far away from that. Oh, jeez. All right. We got the level 2 fort. We'll come back to that in a moment. Oh, so who lives here? Celtiberians. Okay, we can't set up a colony there. I'm just going to mine here. It's got some stone. Move some slaves around, probably. Okay, Sageta is going to be demoted into a settlement because it's peopled by Celtiberians who, to be fair, are in the right culture group. So I'm not going to be as hostile to other Celtiberians. So this is a little weird. So the culture group is called Celt-Iberian, and the culture I'm talking about is Celt-Iberian. So it's a little convoluted, but they're in the right culture group with me. I'm also a Celt-Iberian culture group culture. I'm Carpetanian culture, of course. So that being said, I don't think this double fort is justified here, and I'm not actually sure a fort here at all is justified. I might leave it because it does offer some... It's a hills fort, so that's kind of good. I could destroy the city, but keep the fort. And the other thing I need to do is destroy that. Because it's not a city building, the fort will stay if I demote it. So I think I will just go ahead and demote it now. Yeah. Because this is not going to be a permanent city spot anyways. Honestly, for this area, if I wanted to have a city in the south where I currently have land, because Saludi is a really great spot for a city. It's on a major river and all that stuff. But honestly, Baia Desolata is a pretty good spot for a city down here. Because it's plains, it's on the river, which is great. Look at this just beautiful fort coverage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. And even though, you know, when you're dealing with minor rivers that you can just walk over freely, the combat modifier from crossing a river is, as we've seen, substantial and something we need to keep in mind. And so thinking about where your forts allow for or don't allow for enemy movement over rivers, something to be thoughtful of. I think what I'll do is move the capital here and actually move the fort here also. Yeah. I think I'll do it like that. So let's actually destroy this fort. We now have 350, but we don't have the political influence. So let's actually just go ahead and rebuild the fort. Do we have stone active? Let's get stone active first. Relocate the capital as well. Yes. Let's do that. Now, this may not be the provincial capital over Saludi in the long term. Saludi. By the way, this tile here that has a bit of every terrain appearance is actually a hills tile, so keep that in mind. Saludi is a great spot for the future, but because we couldn't get it in this war, thank you, Lakea, for that one. This will be fine for now. Let's build a fort here. All right, and with that, I think we're looking fine. Who lives here? Celtiberians. Yeah, no colony down here. That's fine, though. All right, so in terms of fort coverage, this also, by the way, lines up... I think I said this. This lines up with Sagontia, and it will line up with Sadua really cleanly. And then it doesn't technically line up with Waluka, but it creates like a line like this. And so with Sadua as a fort, we're going to have this kind of middle area that's not covered by forts. But if someone's in this middle area, all they can do is go towards a fort. I'm not sure what situation that would really come up in anyways. Sometimes I overthink my fort placement. Sometimes. All the time I overthink it. Okay, so that's all that. Let's move some slaves over to get some more stone. We've got 0 slaves right now. There's probably some slaves in the province we can move around. So let's move them over just from everywhere that we can. Agria's got some people. You've got a thing? No, you don't. Alright, move some slaves from Agria and from there and there and there. Alright, we need 5 more slaves, I think. Yes. No, we need 7 more slaves. Okay, 3 more there. Let's move some tribesmen here just for safety. Now it's not at exactly 1. Alright, back over here. Let's move the slaves over to here. Alright, now we need 5 more slaves. 1, 2, 3. And then, let's see here. 2. One, 2. This is so expensive. All right. Where are you? Did I add slaves here already? Oh yeah, I have all 3 of them. That's right. And then 1, 2. All right. Now we can get the 5 from within the province. All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm at 13 now. Did I miscount? All right, whatever. It's fine. All right. Now we got some. Now we got it good. All right, that's fine. Move one slave back over here. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right, that's that. Let's see here. Now, what am I doing? So yeah, so in about a year, we can do a war council and get a claim, I suppose. I guess I have to think about if that's going to make the most sense for us. Yeah, I'm not in a position at all to fight the war against the Tagus League. Also, there's some wars going on around here, so let's keep an eye on what happens there. How's Carthage doing? Stuff is happening down there, sure. Centralization is improving, pretty good. I guess I could do one more law change. Does this need 50 centralization? So we'll speed it up even further. I do need Hillfort Initiative in order to reform, so I do need to get this one for sure. I believe. Let me double check that. No, I'm misremembering. I actually just needed to do Codify State Lands. I do want to get Codify State Lands in Toletum. So actually, I think I'll save PI for this after I grab Hillfort Initiative. Also, once I reform, I'll be able to build cities much more cheaply, so I shouldn't worry about saving up for cities. I'm glad I did all that. I'm glad I got all that money, though, because I will be able to use that for the construction. Or I did use that for the construction that I just did. So let's grab Hillfort Initiative. Let's get the tribesman output. That's pretty good. Our people are guaranteed a more sedate, safe, and productive lifestyle by making their homes in centralized hill forts. Let us make effort to encourage the construction and development of these. All right. Good stuff. Cost some stability. Cost a lot of PI. That's okay. We got 30 manpower per month. We've now got 3,200 manpower reserves that we can build up. That's about a third of our total starting levy size in every war, so that's pretty good. You probably want to have a bit more than that, but that's okay for now. This is a weird situation where our default levy is really kind of outgrown our manpower amount. Also, this is lowered again. Let's also go ahead and make sure that this is set correctly to army maintenance. And let's forget about fort payments. Yeah, that's fine. Just boost our economy a little bit. All right, now let's take a look at our provinces while we are just kind of chilling out here as we recover our economy. Things are fine. Well, things are okay here. Things are basically fine there. This is always fine. Also, we can probably switch this now. Maybe I shouldn't, though, because I'm getting a lot of manpower from this. Oh, well, I should have gotten stone before I did that building. You know what? Actually, I'm going to trade for stone and then redo the building. I think it's worth doing that. Save a lot of money from doing that. Where is stone? Here it is. Let's trade for stone externally. Let's restart the building. We're able to get a refund by doing it like this. There we go. We got ourselves a couple pieces of gold like that. Any other buildings I want to do right now? Not that I can see, necessarily. I got all my provincial capitals, except for this one, fortified. So that's pretty good. And this one's about to be fortified. Alright, let's get ourselves... Let's remove the stone and switch it back over. Probably back to horses again. Let's take a look and let's see here. Livestock might be good, though, because I kind of want pop promotion more, I think, especially given my... pop promotion bonus here. We get a lot of pop promotion as a federated tribe. It's great because you can start promoting people to be freemen and citizens ahead of reforming. Also monthly food, but the monthly food's honestly pretty fine around there. I could trade for precious metals again, just for more money. How many nobles do I have in my whole nation? 3 nobles. It's not going to make a big difference right now. If I got cloth. Let's see here. I could get one livestock, because I already have a livestock by default. And I could get one cloth just to get access to the... Well, that bonus wouldn't really matter. I think what I'll do is I'll get one livestock from Jedi. Get some Jedi livestock, very cool. And then I will get some precious metals. There we go. And then once I build my next, probably the next building I'll construct is in the livestock spot, which is around here somewhere. Here it is. I'll probably build a farming settlement. Should I build that now? Do I have the slaves available to set up there? Probably I do, just kind of spread around everywhere. I think I do. I'm going to get this going as well, actually. Let's build a farming settlement here. Tell them to forget all about promotion. Even though I've got all those pop promotion bonuses, you're not promoting anywhere. You're staying right there in servitude. Sorry to say. Let's move some slaves down here. Khan Sabura, let's go ahead and buff him up with some more tribesmen. While we're in the tribal stage, we can move tribesmen around really freely, so that's pretty good. Toletum's very low population right now. That's not so great. I'm out of money. Shoot. I did not even notice that. That's okay. We can just as we gain treasury, we can do this. Because I think moving a pop, it's 5. Oh, I don't have vegetables. Wait, no, I do have vegetables. Wait, hold on. Don't I have vegetables? It says I don't have 5. No, did I... Oh, it's 5 to move the tribesmen. It's just reduced. The vegetable reduces the cost to move slaves. That's totally right. Okay, okay. That's fine. I need 3.5 to move the slaves. That's fine. All right. Every 2 months, we'll be able to move another slave over. Slowly set up our sheep farm over here. And that will actually be 10 only, so we just need 7 more over here. Okay. Also keeping in mind that our army will be ready to do stuff in 6 months' time. So middle of 465. Let's remember that date. Depending on the situation, that might be when we launch our war against the Taurus League. A loyal subjects. Our ruler's efforts to influence Eif Boea are well underway. In a jovial mood, Eif approached Chief Magistrate Berkusa, suggesting that a formal declaration of her loyalty and commitment to the clan council would be a fine way of showing our appreciation. We remain unconvinced that this is a politically sensible move. Ooh! Ooh, here it is. This is our chance. This is our chance to get some big PI. Oh, man. 5 stability is good, but I mean, losing 10 stability is pretty bad. And that puts us below 25, which I don't usually like to go below. But... Why? No, hold on. Yes, okay, yeah, that's right. I think this is it. I wish I'd saved all that money now, because now I actually do have the political influence. This is the once in a lifetime chance to get a big political influence bonus, so happy to take that. I think... Is my government locked right now? No, I think it's 20 actually that I can't move governors around, or I can't change officers. Not even sure if that's an iniquitous or not. I'm just assuming that it is. Ah, well. Doing some tribal stage economic stuff. Look at that. Wild. All right. Make sure we don't. Oh no, we lost a slave from here. That was an accident, I think. Gotta move them back for sure. Let's see here. Alright. Need to be very careful not to move slaves from Carpetania Luga. Alright. So far, so good. Aggressive expansion is reducing. War exhaustion is going down. It's just about at 0. Love to see it. Let's also check and see if we were to poke Devodio. Yeah, now it's fully... no, actually, no, it hasn't yet. We need to wait until next... need to wait until 69. No, war exhaustion's fine, though. We could go for this, honestly, and use that political influence to get some more stability. But I'm not that... I'd rather save the PI, because we're still not even at 85. It's so expensive. Holy moly. Alright, gotta wait for next month to do some more slave movement. But yeah, finally, a bit of a breather for this breakneck pace campaign. Now that I've got my 5 regions in my very snaky nation, I feel pretty militarily secure. I'm not scared of anyone attacking me, except for probably Carthage, but again, I don't think Carthage is going to attack me. I just don't think there's any reason that they would at the moment. It's always possible, but it seems unlikely. Also, centralization is increasing at a nice pace. I'm glad that I got Hill Fort Initiative when I did. And let's also remember that codify state lands. I guess this does require a lot of PI as well. I think I should go for this instead of going for the city next. So this is what the PI that I've got should be saved up for, because that's very expensive, but you get this permanent bonus that I think this decision also goes away once you reform out of a tribe. So I want to get this while I still can, because it's a permanent 10 civilization value for Toletum. Even once I get more civilization base for Toletum as a republic, that 10 will still be valuable. So let's also not forget to move some slaves around, or move tops. Oh, I needed to do the event first. Blessing of the Gods. After a long and arduous ceremony, our high priest Taximagulus Galbus declared the Bracusa Indutius blessed by the gods. Great blessings like these are only given to a worthy few. The divine blessing will surely give us the necessary religious authority we need to convince our people of our importance in the world. With the gods at our side, who can stop us? Hey, that's pretty good. Extra zeal for our already very zealous leader there. Right, so Lycia Carpetania, that is fine. All right. I'd say we're definitely kind of blessed by the gods. We've had a very lucky first 15 years here. I think little Diatiquia has really punched above its weight thanks to my my leadership. Well, I guess I was leading. I'm not sure if it was thanks to my leadership. We had some good luck, but I think I've played it pretty well. So far, so good. I'm glad I got that event, because I would have had to wait a long time. And I'm glad, because I was getting a little bit worried that I'd run out of time with centralization before I could do the Codify State Lands event. So, good timing on that. Let's move another slave over. They're not there. Move a slave over here. From Toletum is fine. Now we just need to get some gold events. That's the next thing we need. Oh, or get some more trade goods, base metals with Massilia. Yep, please take them. I would be happy with that. We got a couple one province locations that are, or one population settlements that are just one slave. We gotta go in later once we have some more money, shuffle some tribesmen around to fix that up. Gauls want cloth? Sure. You are welcome to do that. Alright. I'm kind of waiting until the 1st of October. I'll do my war council then, and that'll give us maybe a sense of who we can go after before the Tagus War. Because I am kind of nervous about this, even with Topolia providing some strategic coverage. It will be a big affair, for sure. So Lore Base, yeah, we're really stretching our slave population pretty thin right now. But, hey, more war, more slavery. Yeah. They're looking pretty good so far. I'm just so kind of on edge after the Talantia campaign. I'm just so sure that every episode that there's something I'm not quite doing enough of. You know, it's nerve-wracking. We gotta start moving some people into the into here. So can we move people into Solor Base? We can. Yes. 3.75. We'll move them into Satelliki, so we can move the remaining 3 that we need over the next couple months. There has been some tribal blobbing on the peninsula, even just beyond ourselves. Not up here so much, but down here, some big tribes. Ooh. Okay, no gold from here, but we can get ourselves... This is our magistrate. 6 stability. I think I'll go for that. This is going to help with our population happiness, so which is important to keep on top of. So let's grab some stability. The national tax bonus wouldn't be enough to be better than the stability, I should say. Because national tax is a good bonus for sure, but stability is better. That's basically always going to be the case, unless there's a really specific reason. I don't need stability right then. I guess I could have been on speed 3, but it's kind of nice to chill. I have such frantic, you know, complicated episodes that it's nice to just sometimes take it easy. We got a rivalry event against the governor of Terrakinesis. That's not so great. I just don't want to start a rivalry with this guy. Lose some popularity. Berkusa's got really good popularity, so I think it's probably fine. Pause on the 1st of September. Got some more gold. Let's move 1 more person into Solor Base. Again, we're just setting up 3 slaves to move from Solor Base into Philonicoria. There we go. And then next month will be the 1st of October. We can pick a new omen and get our war council happening so that we can get ourselves a free claim and see what the RNG will give us. Maybe it'll give us a claim on Lasonia. That would be quite handy, actually. Our truce with them does go until 69, though, so maybe not so handy. Maybe somebody that would be Lasonia's... Oh! Okay. Well, this is interesting. We have another loyal... This is a different loyal subject. Desetia Boia. I think this is a different loyal subject. I mean, 5 stability again is good, but 54 more PI? Holy moly, dude. 21 stability would be okay. That's definitely pushing it, but this is such a lucky couple years here in terms of these events. I'm going to go for it. PI is just so hard to get in bulk, so we're going to bank up some PI right now. We have up to 500. We can have up to 500 PI before it stops accumulating, so we are good in that regard. Wow. I'm happy with that. And just in time, too, for a very special October 1st. There we go. Let's get ourselves an Omen. I think for the first time, I'm not going to go for Condamius. And let's take a look and see really quick at who we have access to here. Just looking at it really quickly here. Karyokekos would be a manpower recovery Omen option. No manpower recovery passive options, though, that I can see. And the Legion maintenance cost wouldn't matter at all. I think Reinforcement Speed is a better passive, and I'd rather have Condamius available. I think in 5 years, when I reselect, I'll select Condamius that time in preparation for the Tagus War, so I'll wait until I have this going for the Tagus War. In the meantime, I'll do my War Council and get a different claim for a smaller war that I'll do before. And so for the next 5 years, we'll switch away to something else. Probably Iko Walauna actually might be the right call here for extra tribesman happiness, given that, again, most of our people are tribesmen. Well, the slaves aren't happy, but again, their unhappiness doesn't contribute to loyalty, or provincial loyalty. So I don't think we need 5 extra morale for a smaller war, and I do want to wait 5 years to recover more before the big Tagus War. We're at 0 war exhaustions. This one wouldn't matter. And in fact, this one might be worth changing, honestly. And again, changing it, I think, does it cost stability? No, it costs stability. I can't change it. National tax could be good. We get 24% national tax right now. It's 11% more. It's not a huge amount, though. I don't think it's as valuable, because the other thing, too, is that more happy tribesmen are going to produce more manpower. So I think my best option right now is going for Iko Walauna. So we've got 24 manpower right now. We may not see this until next episode, what this number changes to, but let's select Iko Walauna. The rivers of the earth will be guided such as to provide for our people. Speaking of rivers, maybe this is the god who was involved in this river, this 4th dimensional river situation from earlier. Okay, Iko Walauna is quite powerful, of course. Let's grab this. And with that, we're going to do our War Council on the start of the next episode. I don't want to go over my time limit, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.